Alrighty, the art of Spider-Man No Way Home, and I just gotta say, I'm really excited to finally take a look at this. This is one of my favorite movies of all time, as some of you have probably been able to guess. I was extremely, extremely hyped to be able to see Toby and Andrew come back for this movie, and yeah, I just really liked it, and I'm glad I have my hands on the art book. Just because I really like this stuff. So yeah, we're going to look through this and see the kind of like artwork they did for the movie. I guess I don't really know. This is my first time doing something like this, so I don't really know what to expect. But oh man, already starting off with a really cool image. I like this a lot. Having all three of them just standing next to each other. This movie was like a dream come true for me. It really was. I mean, never would have guessed we've gotten to see Toby and Andrew back and all three of them together. Like, it's just, it's really insane. It's insane that we're able to get a movie like this. Um, I was really pleased with it. Got the classic meme of them all pointing at each other. Oh man, I won't be reading all these words to you guys. Wow. Alrighty. Love seeing them all three of them just standing there. And actually, the movie before this, Spider-Man, what was it called? Far From Home? I really liked that movie. I know a lot of people didn't, but I actually really enjoyed that movie. Here we got some of the costume designs from that movie, and then him getting the upgraded suit here later on. Bunch of cool stuff. Here we got the high school where they walk in and everyone knows that he's that Peter Parker is now Spider-Man. We got Mysterio over here. Very cool drawings and stuff. J. Jonah Jameson, man, it was it was really awesome to see him back. Just to hear his voice, really, because man, I'm drawing a blank on this actor's name, but he plays Jameson perfectly. Some kind of funny pictures here. It's hard for you guys to see because of the glare, but we got Jameson standing here in his underwear for some reason with Peter unmasked. Um, I don't know if these were concepts for the movie that they were thinking about, or like scenes for the movie that they were thinking about doing, and they just never followed through with. Man, I'm sorry about this glare. I'll have to. Didn't realize it was so bad. Alright, hopefully that's actually a little bit better now. It looks like it is. We got Happy's apartment here. Man, it'd be nice to be able to live in an apartment like that. We got Peter just kind of hanging out here. That's pretty sick. Happy playing games down here in the corner. The apartment being trashed. Yeah, these definitely look like concepts for the scenes before the movie was shot here. Them seeing Doctor Strange, most famous person in the world. That being Spider-Man, that is. Not Doctor Strange. At least for the movie. Some kind of cool black and white shots here. I'm not really sure what's going on. It's concept art and shots for the movie. I like that Doctor Strange is in it, but I'm actually glad that he's not in it a whole lot, because it is at the end of the day a Spider-Man movie, and I was a little worried before the movie came out that he was going to be in it a ton. And even though he has big roles, I'm glad he wasn't like present or like constantly present throughout the whole movie. Different potions, I'm guessing, for Doctor Strange. Oops. Oh man, this was such a sick introduction. Being able to see Doc Ock return. Man, I wish I could remember all these actors' names, but it was fantastic to see him return. One of the highlights of the movie for sure. We got Peter's nanotech here. I really, really like how they like show the animations here for the suit going on. This looks like some kind of belt. Oh yeah, I guess it's at his hip here. And it just covers his whole body. Pretty nice looking gadget. Yep, and I know a lot of people don't like that, you know, like Tony Stark kind of gave him all the gadgets and gear he could ever need, but I don't mind it. It allows for like really cool suit designs and stuff like this, and we got to see Iron Spider in a live action, which was really cool. So I really didn't mind it. It was a pretty fresh new take since, you know, Toby and Andrew both didn't have anywhere near that level of tech, so I really didn't have a problem with it. Man, that is a cool image right there. Oh, and I love seeing these comic book like covers on here. I'm guessing that's when Doc Ock was first introduced. Really cool. And here he is, all the way from Spider-Man 2, the infamous train scene. Really like that they're showing like concept art and stuff from that. This is kind of cool. Kind of a new take on him. It says here they're kind of thinking of reimagining him. These are really cool designs. I don't know if you can see that very well, but I'm glad they just went with you know, how he was back in Spider-Man 2, because the nostalgia was it was just insane. So I'm glad they didn't try to reimagine him or anything like that for this movie. Lots of different concept art for him. Oh, this is kind of a cool scene here. We never got that in a movie, I don't think. Yeah, no. It'd been really cool to see Peter chased by Doc Ock and Green Goblin at the same time. Or they start fighting each other and he gets a chance to get away. That would have been kind of cool to see. And then him having to save civilians as well. Oh, I kind of wish they added this into the movie. They show up and start fighting each other, and then Peter is able to save civilians in the area. Really like this shot here. You can tell that Peter's just kind of, maybe he's worn out, or he's down or tired, or maybe he's getting chased here. I don't know. I can't tell, but I like that they're just kind of under the bridge. Really cool concept art for the movie. Oh, that's awesome. I really like the eyes drawn on here. I am really a fan of that mask. You can see here Doc Ock is getting his face kicked in, and it's getting also hit, or he's hitting Green Goblin at the same time. We've moved on to Norman Osborn. I know a lot of people say that his original suit kind of makes him look like a Power Ranger, but I always really like the suit. um, it's just what I think of when I see Green Goblin. The 2002, 2001, the first Spider-Man movie by Sam Raimi. That is like the first movie that I remember watching, and so this design for Green Goblin has always been just immediately what I think of when you say Green Goblin. This is actually kind of cool here. Kind of like an upgraded or advanced, like exosuit for his original suit. I kind of actually like the look of this. I less like it over in here, but I like it with the satchel that he's got on and the hood. I do like it there. Can see some different designs here for the suit. I am really glad they stuck with this one. Seeing these more military, maybe it's more realistic, but this more like military looking look, I don't know. I don't feel it as much as this one. I really like the look of this one. It's like still, oopsies. It's like still comic booky, or still realistic I should say, but like, you know, I mean, it's also comic book villain. Seeing his damaged suit here. That's a really cool drawing of him. Oh, we can see him fighting over here. He looks psychotic in this image. Yeah, it looks like here they even had him like flying through the city and stuff. His glider designs. Oh goodness, I'm glad they didn't go with this. I do not like the helmet on the front of the glider. That just looks silly to me. But like something like this, or really any of these, I do like. But yeah, I'm really not a fan of these. I don't like the look of this one. This just looks silly with the helmet on. Yeah, I feel like these gliders are more believable than just something like this. Lots of concepts for Green Goblin. Oh god, this one just looks goofy as well. What were they thinking with this? Or even with this? No, I'm glad they went with this. I can't even imagine seeing either one of these in the movie. What am I looking at here? The face mask is so rounded in these, and then for some reason he's just wearing like Iron Man armor? What? Let's see here. Osborn's glider would have been destroyed, but he would gain access to other Marvel Cinematic Universe's airborne technology to use as an alternate. Interesting. I'm glad they didn't go with that. This looks just silly. I didn't even notice this glider before being like the drones or whatever. And I'm really glad they didn't go that route. I think I would have actually been kind of upset if they did. This is kind of cool for his like dagger. I really like the design of that. These pumpkin bombs here look pretty silly. I'm glad they didn't go with a yellow one, and then being flat is just, I don't know. I'm glad they didn't do that. Oh, okay. So this is kind of the basement or the undercroft of the of Doctor Strange's Sanctorium. That's what it is. Pretty cool artwork here. For some reason they have Flash this right here. I know it's a bit hard to tell on camera. I'm glad Flash isn't here, and Betty Cooper, I believe her name is. I'm glad they're not in the Undercroft here. He's up here again. They just, I feel like they were in Here's Betty. I don't understand why they would have been there. I'm glad they didn't go with that as well. This is where they did the spell. That's kind of a cool image. You can see that there's like a dragon surrounding Doctor Strange. I don't know what that would have been for. Over here, this it's hard to tell on camera, but he really looks like a dinosaur here. He does not look like the lizard at all. And of course, moving on to the lizard. Oh, these are just I don't know. They're just funny looking. They're just funny looking. Like, they should have just gone with something like this. Again, with that whole realism thing, I think it's good to have, like, you need to have a nice blend of realism and as well as, like, the comic book kind of vibe. At least for me, personally. Like, this is pretty decent for the lizard. I do kind of like this. Or even these. I think he was really well done in Marvel Spider-Man 2. Really liked how they did him in that game. We really don't get to see much of the lizard in the actual movie. Why? Okay, I'm glad they didn't give him a white suit to wear. Some kind of battle suit. I guess it was again with them getting like Marvel cinematic technology. I'm glad they didn't go that route. I guess they were trying out what looked best for like a ruined suit for paint options. Yeah, I guess the green stands out the best. It contrasts it the best. The purple is kind of hard to see, and so is the pink. So yeah, I think they did a good choice picking the green paint. And here's when he flips the suit inside out. Kind of a cool design. Not probably like one of my least favorites. I like it better than like the Night Monkey suit, but I don't know. This has never been one of my favorite suits. It just looks a little off to me. But it does make more sense than these, I guess. Or it looks cooler at least than just these gray ones with nothing on it. I do like the gold lining on the suit if I had to pick between these. You can see here they're playing around with like maybe like being like a darker red or burgundy suit when flipped inside out, which probably would have made more sense. I don't. Maybe they did go with the right option of making it like a black and gold suit. But I'm still not a huge fan of it. Oh my god! I'm glad they didn't do this. Whatever is going on here, I don't like that at all. I'm glad they didn't go with that. This would have been kind of cool, but it reminds me more of like Miles' suit. And this is really interesting too. I'm not sure we're getting symbiote suits. Because I mean, there was a Venom cameo in it, but it's really interesting that they put the symbiote suits in this like art book. Very interesting, actually. Here we go. I don't ever think... I know there's a Funko Pop. I don't ever think we got the Doctor Strange, like, magical ring on his chest. I remember he had the cell phone there, but I don't think we ever got this in the movie. We definitely got the gauntlet, but I don't think we ever got the circle around the chest. And this, it does kind of fit well with this black and gold, the like gold mythic armband. It does fit that pretty well. These are kind of weird concepts. Whatever the suit is matching or mixing, like the inside out suit with the advanced suit, I don't like this at all. I don't know what they were trying to cook up with that, but not really a fan of that. Here we go. This is just his suit that he created himself, and it works. It works. It's a cool design. Moving on to Electro, and I'm really glad with the changes they made to Electro, and I was actually okay with this, with him getting like the arc reactor chest piece, because if there was anyone who was going to be, or to like get Marvel technology, I guess you could say, or like needed it, it was him. It was him. His old suit from the Amazing Spider-Man 2 and him being blue, I don't know, he just looked really goofy to me. So I do like this change with him, like, I don't know. I like that, like, his electricity changed, I guess, when he went to another dimension, and he got the more classic, like, yellow, and he got his, like, I don't know, he got, like, supercharged by the arc reactor. Like, yeah, that was all fine. That I really didn't have a problem with that. If there was one character that they were going to do it for, then Electro would have been fine. But I'm glad they didn't change any of the other ones. And these suits are all, these are actually kind of cool suits. I wish they went with this, because this is, like, this looks good in the movie. And you can see like the arc reactor there and stuff, and it makes sense. But this is more true to his comic book design, I would say, with the lightning bolts going down his chest. And I actually kind of like this more. But then again, I don't know how the arc reactor would have played into it. But seeing stuff on this page here, I love that they didn't do it with a mask for him. It just kind of, I don't know, it glows from his face, I guess, when he becomes like super energized. I don't know. I like that more than him just having a goofy mask wearing around. But I do like this suit for him a lot. And I kind of wish I went with this. Yeah, this suit's even better, I think. Why didn't they do this? This would look so cool, I think. Oh, man. Looking through this book, there's a lot of things where I'm like, yeah, it's. I think they made the right decision on not going with that. But for Electro, man, they should have went with this. Like, he looks so good there. This one's a little different. This one actually gives me like Wolverine vibes with this full yellow suit. And I don't really like this at all. The very like military-esque looking suits. I don't know. Yeah. This one's not bad. All these other ones. This one is just silly. Here he is back in Amazing Spider-Man 2. And what an overhaul. I mean, he definitely needed it. Dang, they had a lot of suit designs for him. I didn't even think about this. Just keeping him how he was and changing the color of him. I don't like that. I really don't like that. Sandman. Pretty cool picture of him here. Flint Marko. What a scene in Spider-Man 3. A beautifully shot scene of him becoming Sandman. Like, the CGI on that is just, it's still insane to this day. But yeah, it was really cool seeing Flint help out Spider-Man, because you can tell it's after Spider-Man 3, where he's kind of turned more into a good guy. And it's kind of interesting that he just doesn't trust this Spider-Man after that, and then he becomes a villain for a little bit. I guess for the rest of the movie, actually, until he sees Toby. But yeah, this is I really like how he was introduced into this movie. Yeah, this is really cool. Like, saving him from Electro. Such a cool moment. Just making sure I didn't skip a page here. You can see this is what they kind of did, or what they were thinking about for when he got struck by Electro. His parachute freaking out. I guess that could have been kind of funny. Or his suit like starting to glow. This one looks a little silly. I'm not really sure what's what's going on here. Um, but yeah, I don't think the suit needed to glow when he got hit by lightning. I think it was fine. Here they show him either running in as Peter Parker or as Spider-Man. I like that he just ran in as Spider-Man. Clearly he was in a hurry and everyone knows that he's Spider-Man. Like when Norman shows up at Feast. Of course he's going in as Spider-Man. You know, he's not taking the time to change back into Peter Parker and go in when everyone already knows. So it just makes sense that he went in as Spider-Man. Running through Feast. It's kind of just a cool detail. This scene, the Fabricator. Yeah. Yeah, I was going to say something about this, but I don't know, I kind of lost my train of thought. Yeah, it's a thing in the movie. What do we have going on here? That's interesting. It's saying that the design of the magical box, I guess, is also called a goober, which is kind of funny because that's what they call the flash drive in Spider-Verse. Um, yeah, it's just kind of funny detail. I wasn't expecting that. It says it looks like they just went through a bunch of different puzzle boxes to find a neat design. Apparently a lot of different puzzle boxes. Wow, they put a lot of resources into that box. A ton of holy. I just figured they came up with a cube. I didn't realize they put so much effort into it. This is kind of cool. I'm not sure what this is. This looks like I guess it's Happy's apartment because that's the Fabricator here. Just a Christmas tree and a bench press. But it's weird though, because I want to say this is like Peter's, like, the apartment that he gets. Like that's what I would think it would be, but obviously it's not. It's a new building, new construction. I don't actually know what's going on here in this image. Oh, this is the secret room of Happy's apartment. Interesting. Okay, it's weird that it's just like an unfinished room in an apartment. Here we get another look at the Fabricator. Kind of cool designs for it. It's insane, just like a high schooler having this in I don't know, not their apartment, but it was really cool. I guess Doc Ock never actually got to help out, but seeing Norman and Peter work together, that was pretty cool. The inhibitor chip, seeing this finally fixed. Even though Toby got through to him in Spider-Man 2, it was kind of still cool to see like the inhibitor fixed. They had so many designs for it. Guessing this, I don't know if this is for, yeah, this is for Electro, the siphoning his electricity. Ooh. Ooh, so they obviously went with this design, but I really like the design of this spider here. This is kind of cool too with the black. Which I do like the black one more than the gold. It's hard to tell there. That one is gold. But I really like the look of this spider for the chest. Yeah, all these other ones are nowhere close to as good. What were they doing here? It looked like they were trying to do like a traditional Iron Spider with just the red and gold, but this concept of it does not look amazing. And here we have the Peter Norman's fight, their first fight, I guess. Um, this was kind of crazy seeing how strong Norman was. Really, like, just you could tell Peter was pulling his punches, I guess, but the apartment building just being absolutely destroyed. We never got this scene here where like the whole apartment collapses. That would have been kind of crazy to see with Aunt May here in the window. And oh man, I felt this scene, as I'm sure many of you did, seeing Aunt May. Just seeing this scene. And hearing those words, you know, with great power comes great responsibility. It really made it feel like this was kind of almost like an origin story for Peter, because, you know, origin story for Peter, just because, like, so far for Peter we've seen him get help from Iron Man and Doctor Strange and the other Avengers, and now hearing the words that started off the other Spider-Man before him, it really kind of made this feel like the other movies were a build-up for him, for this to be an origin movie almost, of just Peter learning how to do things on his own. Dang, I don't know where this would have taken place if Green Goblin would have attacked a helicopter or something, but you can see that it's all webbed up. I'm assuming that would have been after the apartment fight. Also, another beautiful scene here where he's sitting in the rain. Oh, I was hoping we were going to get to see it there, of him sitting in the rain in front of the billboard. Beautiful scene. Oh man, I really like the drawing for this. This is a really cool drawing. Really cool drawing. I can't exactly even tell which Spider-Man is which, to be honest with you, because there's only two of them in this picture, but I don't know. This is kind of interesting with Doctor Strange bringing him in. I'm not sure how they would have worked that into the story. Like, just, hey, here's some help. But yeah, oh, I love these drawings. Classic drawings of Spider-Man. You can see them all sitting together, being there for each other. Man, I really, this movie got to me. I really liked this movie. It definitely had me tearing up at some scenes when I first watched it. Here we can see here, I guess this is some of the antidotes or fixes for them. Broken canister, and it just kind of became a water bottle, I guess, or some kind of mask over here. This is the one that they used for Sandman. Yeah, Green Goblin's antidote. Just taking it all in. That's a really nice shot. It's really clear drawing too. A lot of the other ones have been a little bit more blurry, like you could tell they were concepts, but this one looks very defined. Like they really wanted this scene in the movie. I kind of wish we got it in Tobey's classic stance. I don't really remember Andrew and Tom having one, but these stances definitely work for him. But this one, Tobey's classic. Alright, now we can see here we have the Statue of Liberty. Really cool place for a final battle. The other ones have just kind of been in the city. or like in Far From Home. That one was different, I guess. Still in a city, but this is pretty cool. Getting to fight by the Statue of Liberty, pretty unique set piece for it, I would say. I think it worked really well. You can kind of see, you can see here, Goblin is more classic suit, like with the full helmet and everything. And I still like this one the best, just because I feel like I'm a little biased, but I like that one the best for sure. This is kind of cool too here with Andrew hanging upside down and the other ones just sticking to it. More concept art of the Statue of Liberty holding Cap's shield. Oh, that would have been weird. I'm glad they didn't go with this. I'm glad they didn't go with this. Was putting Iron Man's chest piece in it. That would have been weird. That would have been weird. I can see them in that universe holding Cap's shield now, you know, but not Tony Stark's chest piece. Yeah, I don't know. Like the shield could have been glowing, sure, but the sea, yeah, I'm glad they didn't go with that. Really like this image here. Just a really cool drawing. You can see here them just swinging around, fighting in the battlefield. Oh, this would have been so cool. Norman just standing there and having to fight like all three Spider-Men. Just that would have been really cool to see. Oh, dang. I wish we could have seen this too. Just seeing, like, obviously we got to see how powerful Goblin was in the movie, but seeing him just yank Doc Ock around like this, that would have been nuts to see. Just Sandman in the background. That's a pretty cool image there. You know, they got like their whole Sinister Six thing going on, just completely surrounding Tom. That's a pretty cool image. And you can actually see here, it's kind of interesting. They really, like, Spider-Man and Green Goblin are both super defined in their drawing. And all the other ones are a little blurry, like they're not sure on it. But it really seemed like they wanted to go with Goblin's like original suit, because everyone else has more I guess cartoony, or more like it's not as defined is what I'm trying to say, their drawings compared to Spider-Man and Green Goblin. You can see here with the battle going on, this would have been really weird to see Ned on the Goblin. I know I heard talks that, like, maybe not talks, but that people speculated that Ned was going to become a Hobgoblin in the future. Honestly, I'm not too sure about that and what his character in the comics. So I'm assuming that's why they put this here. That would have been really, really weird to see if Ned just got on the glider and started fighting. Can see here, really, really cool final battle scene where it's just Tom and Green Goblin facing off here. I really, really would have liked to see Toby, you know, going up against him again. You know, his first villain. But at the end of the day, this is Tom's movie, so it makes sense. But I would have loved the interaction between Norman and Peter in this movie, because we don't really even get it. We just get that Toby had been like thinking of a cure for a long time now, but they never actually speak to each other, I don't think. Who is Peter Parker? Oh, that's really, really interesting. I don't know why that is. I don't know if you guys can tell here. I'm actually going to hold it up. But that is the PS4 Spider-Man. Weird. I mean, I love this suit. I just, how would they have brought him into this movie? I'm really, really shocked to see that. Okay, here we get shots of his apartment. And I really like the ending scene. I know everyone always talks about like this Peter getting help from everyone, and they just want to kind of see him do things on his own, and we kind of get that at the end of the movie. Unfortunately, he doesn't really have anyone left, and it's going to be interesting for Spider-Man 4 what they do about that. If his friends remember who he is. But we get this apartment scene at the end. I know a lot of people are happy about seeing this scene and seeing him make his own suit for the first time, other than his, I guess, homemade suit in Homecoming, but his like first actual Spider-Man suit that he made himself. And they cooked with this design. This just looks like a classic Spider-Man suit. It's a really, really good looking suit. I use this suit a lot, and actually in Spider-Man 2, the game. But here we got some more concept art. This just looks silly. I'm glad they didn't go with either of these spiders. I think this design is far, far better than what they're trying to do over here. This spider isn't bad either. It looks like the darker blue. And I don't like this spider design either. That's more for like a symbiote suit, I would say. So I think they went with the right choice with the Spider-Man suit they did go with. Can see here a ton of different face mask options and lenses. I do like this one a lot in the movie. It would have been kind of cool to see this. I mean, these are obviously way more comic booky. I don't really like just the silver, like, solid eye. But it would have been kind of funny to see, like, one of these styles for his suit. I don't really think it fits that suit at all, but it would have been kind of funny to see. And I guess, looking at this image here, that spider does fit that suit more than what we saw in a couple pages ago, but I still like what they went with the best, if I'm being honest. And here we go. This is the final, well, not final page, but Toby's suit, Andrew's suit. They got a different spider, it looks like, on Andrew's suit there. Kind of interesting. And yeah, that's the concept art for Spider-Man No Way Home. Some really, really cool artwork in this book. Some amazing artists that drew these up. Yeah, that's a really, really cool shot there. Honestly, his face looks a little creepier, not gonna lie. But yeah, that's the art of Spider-Man No Way Home. I hope you guys enjoyed. It was really cool for me to be able to look through this book and see the ideas that they were thinking of for this movie and kind of see how it came to be. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video, then definitely like and subscribe. It really, really helps me out a lot. I'm going to be doing a few more of these. I got the art books for Spider-Man PS4, Miles Morales, and the Amazing Spider-Man, and Spider-Man 2 the game. Yeah, definitely subscribe if you would like to see those. Those will be coming out soon, and yeah, hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.